Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
It's Robbe with Believe in the Run.
And this is exciting. We're going to talk to you about, Robbie, why are we here?
Because we're stoked about some shoes coming out this year.
Most anticipated. I don't even know. I sit on the couch sometimes and I'm like, I'm anticipating things.
Yeah.
And right now it's shoes.
Yeah, I just anticipate like...
A Bitcoin price is going up.
Yeah, I anticipate doing these videos every time. Today we're talking about the most anticipated shoes of 2022, but before we do that, can you please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get all the best videos.
That was a very polite way of asking. I'd be like, do it now!
Yeah. Anyways, so here we are.
I mean, we're talking, okay, if you don't know us, we get geeked up about shoes. We get excited about shoes. We might get a little overexcited about shoes. People, maybe my psychiatrist says, hey, calm down about the shoes, but I can't.
Yeah.
And we went and saw some shoes and we got excited and we know they're coming and that's why they're anticipated.
Yeah, and so, of course, we went to the running event last December, got to see a lot of the shoes, not all the shoes because it's hard to cover all the companies, but...
Plethora of shoes.
But we were very excited about some of the ones we saw, and we'll go over a few of those today, and hopefully some of them land on your feet and give you some good miles this year.
Yeah. All right, so Robbie, first thing we walk into the running event, first booth we see is the New Balance. It's got crazy tubes of lights going on. It's got all this stuff, big balls of foam.
It sounds like a...
amusement park.
Like amusement park for people who are on meth.
Well, it wasn't on meth.
All right, anyways, so you talked to Danny Orr.
Yeah, who's the head of their running division for a product line and all that kind of stuff and setting the tone.
And he showed us some pretty cool stuff. So one of the mainstays of New Balance is the Fuel Cell midsole foam. That's their very soft, responsive, all the good
It's in all
things.
the fast shoes.
Yeah, so we saw it in the Rebel last year, the RC Elite last year, and we've kind of moved on into this new world of training groups. So you have a trifecta of shoes coming out this year.
The SC, Super Comp.
Super Comp is an interesting word. It sounds
Super
like,
competition.
Yes, it's just like throwing super in it.
I like it.
I do
Super.
that a lot. All right, so we got the Super Comp Trainer, which is such a high stack shoe that it's not legal for actual races.
But for guys like me, who are running like that mid 3 hour, marathon, all good.
And then we have the Fuel Cell Pacer, which is their 5K, 10K shoe. That's kind of like the competition for the Nike Streak Fly.
Except for it's got a full plate.
It does. And then we have the Fuel Cell Super Comp Elite.
That's your baby. That's your race day. That's the one that's replacing the RC Elite. And it should be something special.
And I think it's actually called the Elite 3, which is kind of confusing because
like
there was an RC Elite 2. So just know that when you see the Elite, it's the progression of the racing shoe.
And it looks fantastic. They're doing some interesting stuff with the foam by splitting it down the middle in the heel, which gives it a little bit of stability as it lands because it spreads out, loads that plate, and pushes you forward. So they're saying it's going to be really fast.
Yeah, so we got to say those are three of the most exciting shoes for us coming this year. Of course, there's also the Rebel, which is exciting. Now, as far as timelines, it's hard to say. We know the Pacer is coming in May.
Hopefully,
but that could change as well.
It's all kind of, we'll sprinkle them in when they get here. But before you get to that, we forgot about the Fresh Foam. Fresh Foam more for excited.
That's I think Meg's actually testing that.
Yeah, she's already wearing it, and it's better than the 3, and we gave the 3 the best max cushion shoe last year. So let's keep that ball rolling.
Get stoked for that. All right, let's move on to another brand that came out last year. Is that your big cat energy?
Yeah.
I should say returned to running last year.
Yeah. PUMA.
Yeah. Puma?
Some people.
Whatever. So what's exciting for this year?
Oh, the most exciting is the Fast R.
Yeah.
So it's got this cushy nitro foam up front, tied together with a carbon plate in the middle and a more solid heel. So what you get is a nice landing and toe off spring with that, and it looks sick. Megan again, because she is a size for, what do they call
Testing.
that? Yeah, test size or whatever. So Megan's already running
Sample
that.
size.
She's giving it a thumbs up. It's a really nice shoe.
Now let's move on to Saucony, who last year, or the year before really, 2020 came out with some real bangers. The Endorphin series was just still top line for some people.
It is. And what I like about what they did here is it's finally totally revamped. We're seeing a totally new looking Pro that to me is headed in the right direction.
So the Endorphin Pro 3, it still has the same Power Run PB midsole, but it's gonna be a little bit different. The upper is more supposed to fit like a racing
They improved the upper to give it more of a race fit, and then they doubled at least the amount of the Power Run PB, which looks really cushy, which is why I'm excited about it. So
yeah, so it's almost maxed out at the limit. So it's 39.5 in the heel, 31.5 in the toe for that.
And we've seen Parker Stinson running in it, and he seems to be enjoying it. He keeps throwing that sucker back on. So we actually saw the shoe first at Falmouth. Didn't know what it was, and we were like, "What is that?"
I got down on the ground, took a picture of it. Saucony was pissed.
Yeah, they weren't happy about that. Whatever. But you know what? You put the shoes in the wild, and you put Robbe with a camera, it's gonna happen.
All bets are off.
Yeah. Matter of fact, don't do anything in front of Robbe that you don't want on Instagram.
Yeah, you'll end up getting Instagram famous for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Anyway, the shoe looks nice and cush. Like the first one of my problems was it was designed more like a racing flat with a plate, even though it had a pretty decent stack. It just had a little bit of firmness. I still liked when they did the Pro Plus version in all white. It felt good, but this one looks like it's just got that extra bit of cush.
Super
and
exciting.
kickoff.
And it's only $225, which is coming in at most of the other racer shoe prices.
I like how it says only $225.
Well, yeah, exactly. And hopefully that comes out, it's the middle of summer.
And what I will say is the Power Run PB Plus, I'm probably saying it wrong, but that foam holds up really well. So when you say 225, it's 225. I'm thinking you can get a lot of miles out of it.
All right, so let's move on to ASICS. Now, we don't have any photos of these shoes right now.
Not that we can share.
Yeah. But there's two shoes that we're super stoked about, and that's the Nova Blast 3 and the Metaspeed Sky 2.
Yeah, and Robbe just PR'd his half marathon with a 1:30.40 in the Metaspeed Sky. Pretty impressive.
Still my favorite racing shoe of them all, so yes.
And so he's wondering, is this gonna work out? Because they're adding more foam underfoot. They're moving the plate a little bit further away from the foot in the front to give you a softer feel and more of a bounce. And they widened out the plate because they found out that the loading more plate gave the athletes more spring forward.
Yeah, and do you know if they've done anything to the upper on that shoe? I can't
remember.
the
upper is a new upper.
Because that was one of the only things I had with the last ones. The upper could be improved. I'm a little nervous about like the making it a bit softer. I like the firmer feel, so I guess we'll see.
I'm excited about the softer. For me, when I did the marathon in the shoe, I felt it under my feet at the end. It wasn't my favorite marathon anyway. But with the success you're having, I could understand why you'd be a little nervous.
And for a marathon distance, maybe I would rather have that shoe, so we'll see. Now, do we know when that's coming? Fall, maybe?
I believe that they're launching it like mid-spring, like May, almost summer.
Wow, okay.
So it's probably gonna come out in June.
Okay, hopefully. Nova Blast 3, what do we know about that?
Nova Blast 3, one of our favorite shoes. We gave it Best Daily Trainer last year, and it had the Flight Foam Blast.
Yeah.
Now the entire midsole is going to be Flight Foam Blast Plus, which is a little springier, little more energy return.
And that just first debuted in the Nimbus 24, which is really one of my favorite daily trainers right now because of that midsole.
Yeah, so get ready to be like really happy with the update to the Nova Blast 3. Some people are saying it might be the best ASICS shoe period that's ever been made.
Okay.
That's lofty. We'll find out.
All right, we'll see.
But yeah, maybe it'll have a repeat on Best Daily Trainer.
Do we know when that's coming to?
I don't.
Okay.
So Robbe, what happens when you don't like drop?
You drop it?
Yeah.
To 0?
I think now you're supposed to say balance, but
I was gonna say
who's the number one
like
person when you? Who's the number one? Who's the number one? 0 drop balance, whatever shoe.
ALTRA. I never know how to say that name. I
know,
don't.
ALTRA.
It's like 10 years in, we still don't know how to say it. So ALTRA actually has some pretty exciting stuff coming out, and I feel like over the last couple of years, their designs have improved a lot. Before they'd look like the
clown shoes.
The guy who hangs out at REI way too much. And so now they're kind of moved on to, I don't know, they look better, they look cooler. I'm pretty sure they slimmed down the toe box a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's my biggest complaint with it is the toe box is insanely wide. So one of the things that we were excited about this year is that all the shoes are getting different categories. So you're gonna have shoes that are not as Barney Rubble to all the way to like
so
slim.
It's kind of nice because they're they're treating their customers who love the wide toe box well and moving on as well.
What's the shoe you're looking forward to the most from ALTRA?
So for me, it's not their carbon plated racing shoe, which is coming hopefully soon, and for some reason we can't talk about. I don't know why, because it's
everybody's seen it.
Been
Cal
out there
Neff's run
forever.
Houston in it.
Yeah,
I think it didn't. There was another athlete in the half marathon that like it was his half marathon.
Yeah, it was
review that
Frank
killed it.
Lara.
Yeah,
was
Frank Lara.
running it. So whatever, but I'm actually not as excited about it as I am about the Mont Blanc.
Why are you excited about the Mont Blanc?
The Mont Blanc Boa.
Whoa!
Because there is the Mont Blanc and Mont Blanc Boa.
We love the fit of Boa.
So I loved the Speedland SLPDX last year. A lot of runners did. Our team here was our favorite trail shoe of the year. Price is something for sure, but the Mont Blanc Boa for ALTRA comes in at $215, which is still high, but not
Trail shoes
insane.
last so long.
Yeah, and what it is, it has two dual dial BOA, similar to the Speedland shoe. These only go in one direction, so it's a little bit different. But you're gonna have that, great lockdown that you get with BOA, and it comes in a pretty aggressive package. It has like a seamless gusseted fit. There's a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, these people who like the trail, this is gonna be a shoe that I don't care if you like zero drop or don't like zero drop. I think it's gonna be on your radar.
Yeah, and that's coming hopefully May 2022.
All right, Robbie. So you've seen some reviews of ours from Hoka this year. We've kind of been a little bit.
I wouldn't say kind. I mean, hey, we're honest. That's kind, right? Honesty is kindness.
It's kindness with a hammer.
Make that our slogan.
Yeah, honestly. But so we've kind of not that excited about some of the road stuff, but there is a shoe we have been running in already that everybody likes on our team quite a bit.
Yep.
So this falls into the category of a shoe that we've already run and tested, written reviews for, and are still anticipating it.
It's still anticipated because it's not coming out till May. So for all y'all out there, this is something to look forward to. This might be the best Hoka road shoe of the year, and
Which
it's
is
a trail shoe.
You know what? It looks like the Mach and the Mach Supersonic, but it's actually the reverse of the Mach Supersonic. So where that had EVA on the bottom and then had the supercritical foam on the top, this shoe reverses that and puts the EVA closest to the foot, which gives it a nice soft feel, with the new supercritical foam towards the bottom, which gives it a lighter feel and a bounce, right?
Yep, and this is one of those exceptional road to trail shoes. The lugs aren't super deep, so you can transition well. Our reviewers all have loved it. Our review was actually up right now, but
it's got a plate.
I've loved the shoe. It actually has dual plates, so it's almost like an independent suspension. And actually, on technical terrain, it doesn't prove to be great, but on lighter terrain, this is a
dug it.
Yeah, this is a shoe people are going to take 100 miles for sure, any distance.
Awesome.
So
I heard some of the runners might be running on the road in it.
We might have heard something like that, which is quite something. So anyways, this is coming out in May for $200. So, all right.
So, Robbie, you like to run happy?
Yeah, sometimes run depressed, but doesn't make for a good tagline.
No, plus what colors do you wear?
I just listen to Joy Division while running in the dark.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I actually love sad music while running. For some reason, does make me happy.
All right, cool.
All right.
So
anyway,
maybe we can use that as a tagline.
We're talking about Brooks, though.
All right, yeah, the Run Happy brand. Now, Brooks, we didn't get to see them at the running event, just somehow missed it, ran out of time.
But we did see them at the after party.
We did. They threw a hell of an after party.
Yeah.
So
y'all out, boy.
Shout out to that, yeah.
That was great.
I mean, I was hoarse for like 2 days after.
Yeah, a lot of seltzers and beers went down that night.
Alcoholic seltzers.
Yeah.
Anyways, so speaking of Brooks, what's most anticipated? Now, the Hyperion Elite 3 is coming soon. I don't know if that's my most anticipated Brooks shoe of this year.
You know, I hate to say it, I'm kind of interested in the Glycerin.
Yeah, that's me too.
Like, I never would ever think that would come out of my mouth.
Yeah, and why is that, Thomas?
They're going with a full supercritical foam midsole with a nice. They always do a nice job on the fit of the uppers.
For sure, yeah. Brooks, without a doubt, knows what they're doing with the uppers.
So, like, you give a max cushion shoe with a nice upper.
So they're using the same midsole, the DNA Loft V3, which was used on the Aurora BL last year, and we love that shoe. And so to see that midsole come into the Glycerin, it's going to be
Well, that's what they did. They have the Blue Lab, is it called? That's why it's BL. Blue Lab technology tries it out. We're like, oh, this works. And now it's going to be in a mainstream shoe. So if you need stability, don't worry. This shoe's also coming in a stability version. What is it, GTS?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's it. That's what we're looking forward to this year.
Next up, Salomon. Usually not on the list of like most exciting stuff unless you're in the trail world, but
I really love the Ultra Glide that we got to run in this past year. I thought it was I was like, this shoe would work great on the roads.
Yeah, and so now this year they're coming out with the Glide Max, which is like basically their response to the whole Max Cushion Hoka movement. And we saw it at the running event. It looks pretty exciting.
Yeah, and if it feels anything like the Ultra Glide, then I think we're really going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and
the colorway was sick.
Yeah, the orange and white one. I mean, people love that. And they said that almost didn't come to market. And need to check their
excitement meter.
Yeah, just check to see if that thing's working.
Hello.
So Glide Max is going to have an energy surge midsole. It's going to be a 38 stack and the heel 29. Now for a Salomon, that's wild.
Yeah.
Like,
because most people don't think of Salomon as a comfortable shoe, and often it's very too narrow. It's that European cut. It's narrow, it's firm, it's like racing responsive first and not comfort.
Yeah. So it's exciting to see them get into the max comfort world.
Yeah, I think this one's going to turn a lot of people on to Salomon who maybe would have not looked at it before. It is a little bit wider. It's on the same last as the Ultra Glide, which was a wider fit, and so it should be a hit. Robbie, I know one of your favorite brands in the world.
I mean, I'm actually, it's funny because I'm wearing them right now.
Is On. And you know what? They're coming out with a real monster.
Yeah, they are. The On Cloud Monster. And by the way, if you're new to us, Thomas is being sarcastic. I usually trash every On shoe for being the most firm shoe ever, despite their cloud
tech
marketing.
Yeah.
But anyways, we are excited for the Cloud Monster. It's their max cushion shoe. It looks insane, as you'll see. We don't know a ton about it because we just like...
Because we've been blackballed by On. We walk by their booth, everybody turns around.
That's actually not... We had a meeting
I'm kidding.
had a meeting with them and it just fell apart somehow.
Yeah.
Timing.
When they realized it was Robbie.
Yeah. Yeah, right, dude. They were best friends.
I'm kidding. What you're going to get from the On Cloud Monster is the first max cushioned On shoe. So it's like 3 layers or 2 layers of On Cloud Tech shoe.
Imagine 3 layers of this business.
Whoa.
Does it? I've worn these just like 3 times.
I'm kidding.
I know you're kidding. I did spill coffee on these, though. You can see it's darker.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oven roasted.
I wasn't going to tell you this.
Uh-oh.
So I had my PUMA...
Confessions.
I had my PUMA Velocity Nitros, the cream colorway, in my backpack. And I threw my coffee cup in there, and it's spilled all over.
Oh, it's so sad. Except for it matches the color palette.
It's actually kind of does, so it might work, but I'm going to OxyClean that. It'll be good.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so On Cloud Monster, it's going to hopefully give us that fix that we've been looking for, which is a soft cushion ride in a pair of Ons. Hopefully it won't be too heavy.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm going to say, for me, for Megan, probably one of the most anticipated shoes. Anticipated. One of the most the shoe that we're most excited about to see is our favorite racing shoes getting an update. The Alphafly 2 is coming out from Nike. Seen protos. We have not had it on our feet yet. It looks like it gets a little bit of foam under the bubble, so maybe a little bit more of a softer transition through your stride. We love the Alphafly. Can't wait to see it. I think it's the pinnacle of shoe performance at this point.
Do you think they can improve on the last version? For you personally? What would they improve if it was up to you?
Here's how Nike could ruin it if they change it too much, because right now the Alphafly is just so much fun to run in. I think it's probably just one of the most interesting engineering feats of running technology there is out there.
Honestly, I want to see them do one of the patent, like they have in their patent document, they have so many variations on it. I want to see the 3 carbon plates and the 2 bubbles. Like
that would be the illegal shoe. Yeah, the illegal shoe come out.
Just make it one time. Just let us see it.
And the Alphafly this year got Megan PRs It got me close to a PR and a BQ. It got our boy Brandon his first marathon at a 2:40 something.
I almost fell down a flight of stairs in Alphafly Nature, so
It did get him to a concert though.
I almost died. It did get me about 15 millimeters taller at a concert.
We talked about it. I was like, these shoes would be great at a concert. The next thing I know, Robbie's at a concert. Who were you seeing? You were seeing somebody good.
I was seeing War on Drugs.
War on Drugs.
And it was general admission, and I'm telling you, it helped a little. It helped a little bit for sure.
I would definitely recommend it for concert going and doing well in your marathon. But such a fun shoe to run in, and the thing that people don't talk about is how great your legs feel in recovery after running in that shoe.
Last we heard, fall 2022. I guess the status of it is still like in the very beginning stages of it, so expect it later on this year.
Chances are it's going to be as hard to get as just anything out there. Like the Streak Fly went up for sale yesterday and was sold out within a minute of going online, like less than a minute.
Yeah.
All the stock was gone. Can you imagine being able to print money like that?
I can imagine it. I know it will never happen. Yeah.
I mean, it's basically a Bitcoin shoe.
Pretty much.
All right. So that pretty much wraps up the shoes that we're looking forward to seeing. I think we hit everybody, didn't we, Robbie?
Pretty much. If there's anything else that we left off or that you've seen that you want to know more about, hit it up, leave it in the comments, and hopefully we'll help you out.
And I'd love to see what you're most anticipating this year, so definitely leave a comment about that. Let us know what you're excited about. Robbie, other than leaving a comment about what shoe you're most excited about, what do you want people to do?
Obviously, make sure you subscribe to us here and like us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, join our Strava Club. Listen to the Drop podcast where we have on a lot of designers, runners, things like that, and talk about some cool stuff. And yeah, that's it.
That's pretty much it. And the only other thing you do is maybe tune into Fuel for the Soul, where we talk about nutrition for sports. So not nutrition for like, if you're sitting on the couch and we're gonna say, hey, just eat less. It's not it.
I should start a podcast about what you can eat on the couch.
All right. This one's more about performance and how it can help your running. So check that out. And
that's it.
That's it. I really believe that's it. Brandon really wants to use the lights on the thing.
Do the crazy disco thing.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yes, party in 2022. To all the Fazellas and the ladies.
Fazellas.
Yeah, they're really going they're going fuel speed ahead on the fuel.
They're fuel speeding ahead.
They're going full speed ahead on the fuel cell. So